Secondly, the decision to serve God must be your own and must not be imposed by the leaders or by your parents or by anyone, especially you leaders out there. You busy imposing. Stop imposing obedience in people. Do your part, give out the message, then the rest will come to them. They must decide. Must come on their own.
Just like any other husband, you cheat, he forgives you. You cheat, he forgives you. There's gonna come a time where the husband is gonna say, no, it's too much now. So God has limits, where when the cup gets full, the cup of his wrath gets full, it's going to be something else. Life is full of choices. It's either you choose black or white. There's no gray area. It's either you choose heaven or hell. There's no purgatory. It's either you are on one side of the fence or on the other side of the fence. It's either you choose life or death. Choices. The choice is yours. So after reading this lesson, you're going to make a choice. Lesson number 13. Choose this day.
And then on the easy read, make your choice today.
Choose this day. It's a very common phrase found in the Bible.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's my first time. I'm not reading the Bible.
Yeah.
It's
a common phrase.
All right.
Yeah. So, what's our memory text?
Our memory text of the last lesson of the quarter and the last lesson of the year. 2025. This is the last time you are hearing from us in 2025. Yes. All right. The memory text of lesson 13 is coming from Joshua 24 verse 15. Then it says, and if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose yourself this day who you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That is our memory text. Let's get into it. Sabbath cool afternoon. The Sabbath cool afternoon. I'm gonna read the line exactly from the Sabbath lesson. Then it says the final chapter of Joshua is set in the context of covenant renewal ceremony, but this time conducted by the aged leaders of Israel. Now, the covenant is an agreement in the simple way of using English, right? So now we are seeing that the last chapter of Joshua is like a renewal of the agreement. Now they are saying that this agreement or promise have 7 parts. I'm gonna read you the 7 parts of the agreement. The first one is the agreement has a beginning. The beginning of the agreement names the person who is making the promise. Secondly, it contains history, and the history talks about the relationship between the group of who are making the agreement. Then thirdly, the agreement talks about how one group or a person must be loyal to the other person in the agreement. These are like principle of life, if you're listening to it. Then fourthly, is there such a thing as fourthly? All right. Then the fourth one, it says the agreement contains a list of blessings for keeping the promise and cases for breaking. The agreement contains a list of blessings for keeping the promises and cases for breaking it. I almost read something that's not there. All right. Number 5. Then it says the agreement names the witnesses. Number 6. A record for the promises made. A record for the promise is made for the future. Number 7, the promise is made legal. You get the lesson out of that. Yeah.
So it's like so the writer says it's a report of a covenant renewal ceremony. It's sort of like you are renewing your vows. It's like people who have been married for 30 years.
I love your examples, man.
And then they stand there, the altar or wherever they are, then they start to renew their vows. So they reread those vows. I promise to take care of you till death do us part. So it was sort of like a reminder. So this covenant renewal ceremony was to remind Israel that the only king is the Lord Jehovah. So that's the whole point of
The renewal.
Yeah.
Of the agreement.
Yeah, and in the renewal ceremony, in the covenant of the renewal ceremony, there are two important what do you call them, terms. Yeah, those terms, they're kind of difficult. One is the suzerain. Please give us the definition of a suzerain. And then a vassal,
Okay.
Yeah, so a suzerain is basically someone who's a powerful ruler, right, or a state that controls another region. And then a vassal, it's the people who must remain loyal. So the vassal remains loyal to the suzerain. So the powerful ruler in this case, it's the Lord God. And then the vassal is Israel himself. Israel herself, sorry. Okay. So this covenant renewal ceremony was given by the suzerain to the vassal. So that's Sabbath afternoon. And then Sunday says you were there.
Sunday, I've been here.
Where were you? I was there. So Sunday afternoon. So there are 3 points I picked there.
All right.
Okay, so point number 1. So we're given an illustration of, so it's sort of like a comparison, right? When Israel entered Canaan, they had first to do away with their gods, right? And then the condition of them entering Canaan was for them to do away with their gods, and then they erect an altar, and they make those sacrifices and all that, right? So we're taken back to Abraham. So Abraham, in order for him to enter the promised land, he was supposed to leave his family, his land, remember, in Genesis chapter 12, he was supposed to leave everything, supposed to leave the gods, he was supposed to leave every idol, right? So when he got to the land, when he arrived at the land, he built an altar, so then an altar was built to establish a covenant with God, similar to Israel. And then secondly, the writer depicts that God is the main subject in this passage. We see I. See, because God was trying to show people that I am the one who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Right. Yeah. So God is the main character. So there's nothing we can boast about, because God is the main character. And then number 3, this is what I learned. I learned that Israel was not saved by the faith of their fathers. They were not saved by the faith of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is why when you read Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 3, the writer depicts it to say, it reads, "Not with our fathers did the Lord make this covenant, but with us." Right? So, and then it says, but with us who are all of us here alive today. So we're not saved by the faith of our parents. I grew up in the church. I go to church because my parents go to church.
That won't save you.
That won't save you. You won't be saved because your father is a pastor. So we are saved individually. You won't be saved because your friends, they believe in the doctrine of the church. You are only saved by the relationship or by the covenant that you establish with God.
All right. You see, I feel like when you're saying what you are saying there, I just realized that it all comes back to, it's like the whole lesson you were being taught that it is not by their power, but by God's grace.
True.
That they won everything. So the lesson that I get is that it's not by the power of our own doings, but by Him, He Himself. We then accomplish whatever we're trying to do in life. And then, where were you? Were you there? That was Sunday. And then you can read Joshua 24 from verse 2 to 13. Let's go to Monday. Pass me the Bible there. On Monday, from the easy read, is saying that with honesty and truth.
Okay, here it says in sincerity and truth. All
right. With honesty and truth, and we are told to read from Joshua 24 verse 14. and the memory text 15. All right, I'm gonna read it now because when I was reading it, it was kind of nice and I liked it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a lesson on its own, you know. Even before we even give our own thoughts or our own inputs, the verse itself it says everything.
Yeah.
So it is Joshua 24. Verse 14.
Yeah.
It's not easy to open the Bible.
The last chapter of the book of Joshua.
Last. All right.
Yes.
Verse 14. Verse 14. Then he says,
yes.
Now therefore, fear the Lord, serve him in Hey, you see that word? I ran away. By the way, I ran away from that one because of this word. Say it for me there. Say this one?
Sincerity. Yeah, sincerity.
All right. Oh, read it for me. This word might stumble me again.
Yeah.
Sincerity.
Joshua 24.
Verse 14.
Verses 14. Okay, it reads. Where's 14? Okay, now, now therefore, fear the Lord, serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the river and in Egypt. Serve the Lord. Okay, serve the Lord.
All right.
Okay.
So this verse on its own, it's telling us the lesson to say we must serve the Lord with all our hearts. Or else if you don't feel like it, then go to the other side, you know. That's on 15 to say if you don't feel like he's the one, then just it's fine. Go to the side where you feel like it's the right side. Alright, I'm gonna read a very long line from the Sabbath school itself. Then it says, to fear the Lord does not mean, also this is like to teach us that, because people have this thing of like fearing the Lord might not be a very good thing. Why are you fearing? Because other people say the Lord must be your friend. Why are you fearing your friend? Alright, it's saying that to fear the Lord does not mean a life of perpetual trembling and emotional insecurity. Guys, the line that I'm reading is very long. I'm gonna post it. You read for yourself. The line teaches you that fearing the Lord is not about trembling in front of him or having these emotional insecurities, but by knowing him, you then understand his love, regardless of all the conspiracies that people can make to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the end of the day, when you know God to a personal level, you then see that his laws and everything, and when he say fear God and keep his commandment, for that is the whole duty of man. It's not a burden. It's just part of the equation, and we heard it on the last sermon.
Sabbath school lesson.
Where we heard it, where we was talking about the fact that when you have a close relationship with God, obeying him is not a burden, but it's out of love. That's Monday.
I love the easy to read version saying honesty and truth. So when you're serving someone with honesty, and truth, like we're not withholding anything back. So God does not require partiality from us. So when it comes to God, it's all or nothing. So God doesn't deal with 50% or 75%. He does not even deal with 98 or 99.9%. It's all. It's either you give or you don't. So that is why when he gave his son, he gave his best. He gave the whole heavens. Imagine. So God deals with all or nothing. And it's the devil who works with partiality. And the devil he likes those members in the church, where they have not fully surrendered their lives to God. They are neither good worldlings or good Christians. You don't know where they fall under. It also reminds me of the time this other guy in the book of Acts, he tried to cast out demons, and then the demons, they beat him up. They say, Paul we know who, and Jesus we know who are you.
You.
So so they try to check him in the register of, or they are registered The demons, they try to check him. Does this guy exist in our books? We don't know him. This one. Is he? And they also try to check him, in the registers of heaven. He's not there. Then the demons, they beat him up. So yeah, so that's the condition of the church, unfortunately. Especially the Laodicean church. We're not falling on one side or the fence or the other side. So yeah, and the devil, he likes to keep people in that state. Yeah. So we have a choice to make.
Yeah. We have a choice to make. Tuesday, free to serve.
Free to serve.
Yeah. Again, back to a choice.
Yeah.
And to say that you have a choice to make today.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. On Tuesday, we are being taught about free will in a way. And then the writer says that Joshua, being a leader, he does not enforce people to follow God.
Yeah.
He just, like any leader, tells you what's right and what's wrong, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to take the right side or the wrong side. Now, I have 3 lessons that I took from that. Lesson number 1.
Yeah.
The decision to serve God is a serious one. And as what you are saying, that God doesn't take 99.9. As we take it so lightly, this thing. We take it so lightly. But then the decision of serving God is a very serious one. And when you say you then agree to serve God, give it 100. Don't go halfway. Secondly, the decision to serve God must be your own. And must not be imposed by the leaders or by your parents or by anyone, especially you leaders out there. You busy imposing. Stop imposing obedience in people. Do your part. Give out the message. Then the rest will come to them. They must decide. Must come on their own. Number 3, we must reveal that human can't save God in their own strength. We must realize, I say reveal, we must realize that it's not within our power. It's not within our capability that we can save God. Because on our own, we cannot and we can never can. If there's English like that. It's always, and it should always be in our mind, that it is by God's strength that we can save Him. Yeah.
Wow. Free to serve.
Free to serve.
I'm thrilled and fascinated. I know I've adopted you.
Welcome all.
So this is Mr. Fascinated. I'm Mr. Thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled and fascinated by the last paragraph. In fact, by the last part of the first paragraph, it says, Israel is free to say no. And then it continues to say, Israel can say yes to God and continue to live, or they can turn their backs on Him and cease to exist. So we are free to say yes or no. So I love the part that says, or Israel can say yes to God and continue to live. You can say yes and continue to live, right? Or they can turn their backs on Him and cease to exist. There are sometimes you can say yes, but your actions, they don't correspond to your answer.
Yes,
yeah. So it's like saying yes at an altar, at your wedding day. You are saying yes, I do, and right. But later on in marriage, what you are doing in marriage does not correspond to what you said on the altar. There are so many people who said yes, I do. But their lives now, they are just opposite. So yes, it's possible to say yes. I'm also reminded of the time when God said to Moses, go and ask Israel, I want to establish a relationship with them. Do they agree? And then Israel said yes. But the way of life they chose, it was totally opposite to their response. So and I've discovered there are consequences on both sides, whether you say yes or no. You choose to obey God, it comes with repercussions. The devil will always be on a case. When you are on the devil's side, there are consequences as well. Consequences of disobedience, and the consequences is death. That was Tuesday. Okay, then Wednesday. The dangers of idolatry.
The dangers of worshipping false gods.
Yeah.
It's
a danger.
It's dangerous.
The greatest sin that Israel was struggling with was the sin of idolatry, serving foreign gods. And throughout the history of the Israel, God really tried his best to let them go or to forsake their gods, but they didn't. And the Bible says God is a jealous God. So Israel is like a wife and God is like the husband. Remember, I just said it. Israel, God wanted to establish a relationship with Israel, and then Israel said yes. It's like a husband proposing to a wife to say, "Will you become my wife?" And then she agrees, and then later on she just starts cheating and all that. So that's what Israel did. They started cheating upon God. They started having this spiritual adultery with other foreign gods. And God has limits, by the way. Yeah. Just like any other husband, you cheat, he forgives you. You cheat, he forgives you. There's gonna come a time where the husband is gonna say, no, it's too much now. So God has limits. When the cup gets full, the cup of his wrath gets full, it's going to be something else. So, and it's also that we are repeating history. We are also having our foreign gods as well. So by not choosing God, we are choosing another spiritual love. We are committing a spiritual adultery, and we are going to face the repercussions or the consequences.
All right, it's December, guys. You were tired. I'm yawning, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say a very straightforward thing. Because the topic is saying that the danger of worshiping false god or the danger of adultery. In our nowadays, to the Christians who are listening here, instead of like the danger of worshiping the false god directly, it's now the danger of disobeying the law of God. It's like at the end of this day, we are disobeying God. Look at what happens to the Israelites when they disobeyed. The danger. So there's danger in disobeying God and his rules and his laws and everything. So stay safe.
And then Thursday, finishing well.
Finishing the good fight. Finishing the good fight. It's been a fight this year. We are finishing the good fight.
So there's a common phrase, it says it's not how you start the race, right?
Okay.
Or the journey.
Yeah.
You know it, right?
Yeah.
So how you start the race or the journey does not determine how you end it.
But how you finish it, it's what matters.
So we see that Israel in the wilderness, they're not so faithful, right? They were backsliding.
Too much,
they came back, they backslided, but one thing I like about Israel, at the end of the day, they inherited Canaan, Joshua had run his race. Remember, Joshua, he died at the age of 110, and it was now upon the new generation of how they're gonna take the ball in his hand and run with the ball. You see, so it was up to the next generation whether they wanted to serve God or not, right? So I want to bring it home now. Our pioneers, they have started the Advent movement. They've studied the Bible thoroughly for us. They've shown us doctrines from the Bible. Now we have like 28 fundamental beliefs, the beliefs that we believe in as Adventists. They've shown us prophecies. They've proven us that the world is coming to an end. They've given us hope. They've shown us how to prepare for the end. Now the decision is up to us now, the next and the last generation. And the question is, how are we going to tackle that thing? So it's up to us how we want to finish this race. We have started. That was this day.
I'm gonna attempt to read again another long list paragraph. Then the paragraph exactly from the Sabbath school lesson. Then it says, With Joshua's death, an amazing chapter in the history of Israel came to an end. Israel's future depended on how the people will answer the following questions. Then the questions. Will they be loyal to the Lord? Will they hold tight to the Lord? Will they throw away their false gods? The Israelites in Joshua's day were loyal to the Lord and his law. But will the Israelites after them continue to be obedient? The Israelites in every age in the future will need to answer those questions. Their success as people depends on the answer they give in their everyday life. Then in conclusion, will their lives show that they love the Bible truth and the God gave them? The Bible truth that God gave them. So here is the conclusion of the whole matter, ladies and gentlemen. Which verse is this that I'm about to say? Fear God and keep his commandment.
Ecclesiastes 12.
Ecclesiastes 12. For that is the whole duty of man. In conclusion of everything, fear God and keep his commandment. For that is the whole duty of man. So
And Friday, further thoughts. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Please comment down.
Yeah.
On the comment section.
Yeah.
It's our final lesson, right? Lesson number 13.
A conclusion.
Yeah. I wonder what's the next
book.
What the next quarter has for us, I wonder.
Are we coming back?
Yeah, we're coming back.
Coming back strong.
It's probably Judges. I'm just thinking maybe when I study Judges. I don't know.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah. So choose this day. Life is full of choices, right? So your choice, the choice that you make today, will determine your eternal destiny. You see, lesson number 13: choose this day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We close the year.
Yeah, we're closing.
We close the year.
Closing the year. We're closing the quarter. We're closing the month. Yeah.
Closing the mics.
Closing the mic. Closing our eyes. Everything.
We'll see you on the next round. We'll see you in 2026, ladies and gentlemen.
Rhythm and Chats.
Yeah.
We are out.
Kezo.